What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I am making a video that a couple people have asked for. It is a full overview of all of our equipment. So I had to come to my father's house this morning, so I figured I would start now while I'm here. But first we have this Bobcat. This is, I believe, like a 2015 or so, and this is what we use to plow our driveway. We also use it in the summer with forks on it or a bucket or whatever really you need. You can put pretty much any attachment on here and it absolutely works great. We have a little salt spreader on the back so we can salt the driveway, and yeah, it works great. It is much easier to just use this than bring a plow truck home from our shop, because that is about an hour away. Plus, there is a highway that you cannot go on with commercial vehicles, so that adds about 10 minutes more to your drive having to take the back roads. We have another one here, which we have the forks on right now, and it is just easier to leave the forks on that and the plow on this instead of swapping it every time you need to use something different. So unless this one has to go down to help out on one of the sites, it pretty much stays here. But we do have a push box, we have a snow blower, and obviously a plow that can all go on this. And if we need to bring it somewhere to help those guys out, we do that. So besides that, in this garage we pretty much just have extra storage with my dad's Jeep with the plow for it back there. We have my Evo, which I leave here for the summer, or for the winter I mean. We have our snowmobiles and stuff, extra plows that you guys probably saw me pick up in Vermont. If you didn't, you can go watch that video. We have a couple little sweeper broom things. I don't know the exact name on them, but they are pretty nice. If you have a light snow, you can just clear your sidewalks with that. If it is a heavy snow, it's a little too much for them, but they are there if we need them. Besides that, it's just like storage up here, a bunch of extra stuff. So let me head down to our other garage and we will go over that stuff. All right, so I am down here. Let's start outside. First, we have a little John Deere snowblower, sidewalk tractor, lawnmower, pretty much whatever you want it to be. We have this Protect box that we cut down and made mounts so that fits on here as well. So this thing is pretty cool. The guys don't really use it. We have snowblowers that just work a little bit easier for them, and it is a tad bit too wide for most of the sidewalks, so the guys would rather just use the hand snowblowers, and that was their choice. So this stays here. If we get a heavy snow, we will bring this down, but usually it just sits here. This is our Great All forklift. We've had this for a long time. I believe my father actually sold it to somebody and then ended up buying it back. So we use this for a lot of our construction jobs. We have a little dumpster here that we will boom up and use for garbage and then run it to the big dumpster and dump it in it. We have a trailer full of concrete forms because we do all our own footings and foundations and stuff. We have a derrick digger. I'm not really sure why we have it, but it sits here. We use it around the house. It does not go anywhere except here, but it is a nice thing to have when you have to lift something heavy off. We have a body off of one of our trucks down at the shop that has a flatbed on it with a liquid tank now instead of this. We use this pretty much just for tools and stuff, so now it is just sitting here on blocks. We have a couple extra sanders, we have a compressor, a couple extra plows, basically just extra storage back here. Everything you see is pretty much just here to be stored. So if we ever run into a situation where we need something, we have it. As you can see across the street there, we also have a couple sanders and trailers, and actually I will go over there in a second because there's something pretty cool there. But also we have our mini excavator. So we do all our own excavating. So, well, I should say 90% of it. If it is a really big job, we may call somebody in who can just get it done a little bit faster, but for the most part, we do all of our own. So inside, actually, no, let's run across the street real quick. Hopefully I don't fall on this ice. Smooth. So I brought this sander home yesterday, which is why you see tire tracks here. I just dumped it here. This was off one of our trucks that we ended up selling. This is an extra one. We have buckets, we have all attachments and stuff. This is the broom I was talking about for the bobcats, trailers, all these extra stuff just laying around. This is a roller. Don't need to pull the tarp off of it, but here is a big snow blower that you would put on a wheel loader. So this is also just here to be stored, tarped up, that way it doesn't get all full of ice and stuff. But as you can see, it is ready to be attached to a wheel loader if we ever need it. So this is what we got going on over here. You guys have probably saw me pick these up in one of my videos. If you didn't, you can go check it out, but those are just there for storage. So let me run up to this garage and we will go over the stuff inside. But if you guys have any questions, oh, this is icy. Oh, if you guys have any questions about anything you see here, why we have it, what we do with it, definitely leave it down below, and I will get into that in a different video, because this video is probably going to be fairly long and I have a lot of stuff to get over. But in the garage here, we have an International 4900 extra truck. We have another one, extra truck. We have, this is an International, what is it, 7400. And then we also have our Oshkosh snowblower. So I have showed this in a past video, but definitely got to find some time to make a video of just this, because this is a pretty badass piece of equipment. But yeah, all this stuff in here is just extras in case we get a blown motor or a blown tranny in the middle of the season. We have trucks that we can pull parts off of and whatnot. And also we could bring one of these down and just use it if we had to. So over here we have a bunch of rack storage, all extra plows and stuff like that. These all go on the bobcats and stuff. So all just extra storage in here. Let's see what we have around the corner here. Lawnmower, another lawnmower with a very nice leaf blower on it. Some fenders for the Oshkoshes, extra tires, rims, a hitch attachment for the bobcats so you can tow trailers around and stuff. But that is pretty much it. Oh, hopefully you can see me. That is pretty much it for up here. If you guys have any questions, let me know, but I am going to head down to our other shop and I will catch up with you guys when I'm there. All right guys, so I just made it to our shop. First, we have our 924. You guys have probably seen this in my past videos. This is the one that we use here to push up the salt and everything. We've been having a couple issues here and there with it, but that is what we have. We have another machine outside I will get to after this as a spare, but here we have a GMC C5500. This is one of the guys that plows this village's truck. This is a F350 2000, let's see what it says. This is a 2008 F350. We have liquid in the back and a plow on it. They use this for cul-de-sacs, and we have some water towers here that we have to do that they will use this for because it is a little smaller than the rest of the trucks. Then we have another GMC C5500. So these two trucks are pretty much the same truck, except the bed on them is different. But besides that, they're basically identical. Let's open this door here. So out here is our spare machine. This is a 1988, I believe, IT28B. So we just got this not too long ago. If you follow the channel, you've probably seen it in videos. I took it for a ride the other day for the first time. We were having a small issue with it. The guy who drove it first said that it wasn't getting up to speed and the brake pedal was stuck. So I just had to pull the brake pedal back, but it was still sticking. So let me shut these lights off. So I ordered a new brake assembly and we replaced that. So we don't have that issue anymore. Let's go over here into our yard. This is where our salt bin is. Let me just put you guys right here for a few seconds while I open this. Come on. While I open this gate. All right, so first we have an International 4800. This is one of the spares here that they have just in case something happens. Then we have our main truck that we use here. Not exactly sure what this one is. It's an International, obviously, but numbers on it I'm not positive on, but this is a big boy. This one is this is probably the biggest truck we have. I believe it is. So if you know what this is, you can leave a comment. I'm not positive. I'd have to ask my father on that. Then we have our very old loader. This thing is obviously not in the best conditions. The brakes are frozen on it right now, and we have the parts to fix it. We just haven't put the time into it because we have 2 extra loaders here. So I think my father is trying to sell this one. Obviously it'll be pretty cheap. You would have to put quite a bit of money into it if you want to use it all the time. And then we have another International 4800. This is another spare truck that we have here. Obviously our salt bin pretty empty right now, and then we have extra plows along the side there, and we have extra plows tucked back here just in case. We use this for a little bit of storage. As you can see, we have extra wings here and extra front plows here. This yard is nice to just store things in. We have like cones and stuff back here, so we have a bunch of stuff here, but that is pretty much it for this yard. I am gonna go to the mall that we do next and go over that stuff, so I will catch up with you guys when I'm there. All right guys, so I just got to the mall here that we do. We have one loader here, which is a spare. Obviously has a flat tire on the back right now. We got to get that repaired, but this is just a spare that we have here just in case. We have a backhoe with a push box. This is a Case 580 Super M, and then we have a Cat IT28G here with a push box. We have a 908H with a push box, and then around this fence here we have the rest of our loaders. We got a couple push boxes and stuff stored on the side, a couple big plows and whatnot, but we have a Volvo. All these loaders have push boxes on them, but we have a Volvo, a Komatsu, and then a couple more Cats. So we have a decent amount of loaders here. So we got a 950 right here. I believe this is a 20-foot push box on it. We have a 930 with, I believe this is a 16-foot push box. This one is also a 16-foot push box. This is another 930. These two are basically the same machine. The years might be a little off, but they're pretty much the same. Right here we have a 938, also a push box on the front, and then our Komatsu WA320 and a Volvo L90C. So all we do here is the parking lots. We don't do the road around the mall. We used to have the full contract here, and another company worked with us to do all the maintenance and landscaping and sidewalks and stuff like that. But I believe what happened is they wanted to get one contract with everything included. So actually one of my father's buddies ended up getting it, and he has a very big landscape company. They also do some snow removal, but they subbed all the loader work out to us. So we're basically a subcontractor here, but we've worked here for countless years, way before the other guys have. And it is nothing new to us, but it's pretty nice because we don't have to worry about the roadways around it. The other company that has the contract does all that. They do all the salting and everything. So really all we do is loader work, which is why we have so many loaders. But this would probably be a pretty cool video during the storm if I could come here. I don't know if we're gonna get any more snow this year, but if we do, I will try and come here one storm and get some footage of these guys working. But I really never come here during the storm or see any of the action going on because I'm busy plowing my route. But that is pretty much all we got for here. We also have this overseas container here. I don't think I said anything about that. That is just storage for us back there. Everything else that you see in the yard is the landscape companies. So that's pretty much it. I am gonna head to our shop and we'll go over the rest of the stuff there. All right guys, so I just got to our shop. First, we have an F450 with a flatbed with a sander on it. This is my brother's truck. This is what he takes to go do the condominium complex that we plow. So he'll come here and then go there from here. But that's his truck. Then over here, we have a GMC C4500 with a liquid tank on the back. This is the one that the dump body at my father's house, or it's not a dump body, but it's what used to be on here that we have stored around the back of my dad's garage. So that's that truck. Then we have our other F350. This one is a 2009. So plow on the front, liquid in the back. So this one is really our main liquid truck that we're using right now. We do use the green one that's upstate, but this one, we have to get this working correctly. We haven't spent the time to get this actually running right. So there's something with a speed sensor that gets mounted on the truck, and as you go faster, more liquid comes out. As you slow down, less liquid comes out. But over here we have the new truck that we just got. You guys have probably seen this if you have been following my channel. This is a replacement for one of our other trucks. So this one just got all sandblasted and painted on the frame and whatnot. So this will be going into action next year, but for now it is just getting all dialed in and getting it set up, ready to go for next year. So let me hop in my truck and drive up to our shop and we'll go over the rest. All right, so first we have Rodrigo's truck. This is a C5500, another one. Then we have my uncle's truck, which is an International 7400. Then we have Jason's truck, which is an International 7500. And then we have a 914K, another cat. And we have this push box plow, not really sure what it's called, but we bought it this year at the beginning of the season. We haven't really used it, but the wings on this, these pieces right here, come and fold out so you can have basically a push box, or you can have a plow. So as you can see, there's pistons in there that control the sides, and everything is ran out of the cab. So that's that. Then we have another International, which is our only manual right now. Is probably, oh, it's unlocked. So as you can see, this one is a manual. I've driven this in a video before, but this is the one that we are replacing with the red truck that you saw a couple minutes ago. So we'll be saying goodbye to that. Then we have our Silverado 6500. The construction guys use this for garbage, so it is full of construction debris right now. I have to run to the dump later and get that empty. But we have a sander that goes in the bed and a plow for the front. Then we have our salt loader. This is an IT28. So we just use this to load all the salt. That's our salt bin in there. Then we have one of our construction vans. We have my truck. We have another Silverado 6500 with, this one has the sander mounted straight on the frame. I've made a video of this already, so you guys can go check that out. Then we have my father's Kubota. This is an M6 131. This thing is absolutely amazing. I made a video just about this already, so if you want to see it, you can go check that out. We have my truck here. This is an International TerraStar. Probably the coolest truck in the fleet, with it wrapped like this. This is all like trees in the winter and stuff. So I might be a little biased, but I think it is the coolest truck. But sander can come out of the bed if we need to use it for a dump truck. And then basically we just have a bunch of plows and buckets and stuff stored here. We have a ton more stuff inside here. All over the place we got stuff. An extra sander. This is the one that came out of the dump truck, so that goes in the bed of that, strapped down. We have tires and stuff. That is our liquid tank. So this is the holding tank, and then it comes out of there through that hose up into this little pump, and then you pump it out of there into your trucks. So we have a lot of liquid here. But then we have our Oshkosh here. This has also been in another video. We have it parked inside here because we were getting this plow frame ready to be welded. It is completely tacked on. We made a couple modifications. There used to be angle iron here in between this plate and this, and we torched that off and have that mounting straight to the plate now. So besides that, we just have a bunch of plows and stuff, plow frames, tires, and whatnot. But that is pretty much it. I think I covered everything. I'm not sure, I might have missed a piece here or there. We have a lot of equipment, so it is kind of hard to keep track of everything. But that pretty much wraps it up. If you guys have any questions about anything you have seen or what we use it for, leave a comment down below and let me know. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.